I'm about to share a quick little thing about these dinosaurs real quick. It seems to be a lot of people caught up on this whole dinosaur thing, whatever. I'm gonna try to make this quick as possible. But alright, so basically what you got is this story, They telling us about all these millions of years ago, these damn dinosaurs supposed to live or whatever the case may be, whatever, but they made all that shit up. I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. So, not the reservation where my grandfather was born at, but the one he was living at in North Carolina. That's the old Chimney Rock Reservation. And yeah. So that reservation, they was up there. The government, they had sent some officials up there, and when they came, they had a federal charter with them, and their whole thing was like they needed to annex off a certain portion of the land that didn't belong to them. It belonged to the people that was already there, and they needed to get there because I guess they was telling them they was looking for fossils of some sort. Now, there was a few different type of fossils that they was looking for or whatever, but they ended up saying they was looking for these dinosaurs or whatever. Now, at the time, my grandfather, who's dead now, his mother was living at the time. Excuse me. My fault. So, this is a long time ago, and they telling these people that, they need to come in and they need to look for these fossils and all that. Among some of them is these dinosaurs. They don't know nothing about dinosaurs at this time, though. There is no, school books going around to these people about dinosaurs and stuff like that. Anyway, they got the charter. The charter is basically, they're going to dig up this certain amount of area over here looking for things they need. They're going to give the people of the area a couple trinkets. After they done, you could have the land back. They just, need to get some things they need to get for whatever, colleges and whatever else they was trying to put together. Okay. So, to make a long story short, when it's over, essentially, what's up, bro? Essentially, what happens is when it's all over, my grandfather's mother's talking to one of the officials, and they just talking, and then, of course, not even really thinking nothing about it. It's basically telling her how they're not even there looking for any fossils. They're not looking for dinosaur bones for sure. They're not looking for shit. Really, what they're looking for is resources. Now, before I go any further, let me just say this too. You understand, the way this corporation was founded, you dealing with people who deal in trade, importing, exporting. That's what it's all about. When they initially came here, that's what it's all about. We also, were into that. But, you cannot underestimate how these people work. They're a lot smarter than what they lead you on to think. Obviously, they've been educating you the whole time, so they're not going to really tell you everything they've been doing. Nobody's going to do that. So, like I said, when they first got here, they was in the trading. This is their thing. They tear this whole land up to get everything out of it they can, and probably when they done doing that, they might bounce then, but even if they bounce, they still have somebody here running it or whatever for them. But their whole thing is about resources. They need resources. It used to be human resources. You have food, you got different minerals, anything that you can trade as a commodity, that's what it is. So we don't be confused about none of the history that they tell us. That's what's really going on, That's what damn near every war is about and everything. In this country, that's what it's always been about. They need something that you got, these resources, and they're going to take it any means they can, by any means they can. If you're in the way, they, before they even think about killing you, they'll probably get your own to kill you first. That's just how it go. But back to the story. Exactly. So basically, they tell her that, they was basically digging for minerals and stuff like that. And so, of course, I never really been into this whole dinosaur thing. To me, it's always been a joke, like the space movies and the alien movies and all that type of stuff. It ain't never really been that serious to me. It's just a form of Hollywood or whatever. And when basically today, when you see these universities, they go dig and things like that. That's what they going to do. They get the charter, the annex off land, so you can't come in there and see what they doing. And they get all this shit. You know what I mean? They take everything that they want, and people stay away from them because they got the charter, and they get all this stuff. And then, you know, when they done, they come back with some little bones and say, yeah, look, we found this while we was out there. You don't know where the bones from. They don't even have to be real, to be honest. They could be anything. But, you know, we know they'll use any type of bones and put them together and make it look like anything. You know, people got to realize, man, just because somebody draws a picture or something and puts it in a book, that don't make it real, man. You know, people got to, you know, wake up and realize that you can't. On one hand, you realize that the system is jerking you. You know that. But at the same time, you look to the very individuals who jerk you to educate you. And then you take it that serious. You know, it becomes like something heartfelt. They tell you something and you just believe it all the way. Right, exactly. So they doing this type of thing, and they've been doing this type of thing. When you see them go out here, you know, think about this, man. Like with the whole Lucy thing and all that. If you ever been to another country, some places where people struggling to find food, and I ain't just talking about meat, I'm talking about vegetables, fruits. That's like nothing new. This has been going on for a while. But whenever you like see these people, whenever they go like look for like artifacts, you know, the archaeologists, they go out, they look for like old tombs, they go look for old books. They'll find whatever they looking for. They go out and they say, oh, we found this book in the water. How the hell can these people go out here? Some people can't even find anything. These people go out here and find books in the water. They go out here and find stone tablets in the cave. They go out and find dead bodies and bones, and these bones, they expect you to think these damn bones and these jewelry pieces they find been just laying in the dirt for 10 million years. Meanwhile, they tell you marauders and everything been in the land all through their mercenaries and all that. They've been running through that land for millions of years. They got you thinking that they just walked up on there. Oh shit, diamond ring. Let me grab that. I'm gonna date this to 2.6 million years old. Come on, man. Come on now, they'd have never found it, man. You ever been walking down the street and just seen an old ass bone like that? Come on, man. Like, nah, man. They see some of the stuff you gotta ask yourself, man. It don't even make sense. Exactly. They just put anything out there, and our people believe it. Because essentially, these people have been more instrumental in your development than your own parents. And that's just the reality. I don't care, you know, how smart your parents were and what they taught you. At the end of the day, you getting more information from these people than your own parents. And the most important thing that your parents should have told you is not listening to them. It should have been to think for yourself. Because out here, it's very important. These people put this stuff out here and people eat it up. You know, not to get off subject, but another thing too about the whole resources thing. They got that infamous little story about the battle at Little Bighorn. That's another situation where they had, you know, I don't know if people know, but anybody from that area up there where the Black Hills is, no, that area got a lot of gold and a lot of other different minerals. That government, they already knew, and since they was controlled on both sides, regardless of what them books say a lot of different things, but it ain't nothing. Them books, they ain't never gonna tell the truth. So that's the people, man, with these books, man. Who's writing these books, man? People come out and say, man, what book you got? I got this book. Man, who wrote that book, man? I don't need no foreigner to tell me who I am. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I don't need no foreigner to sit there, a man from all these miles away, to come here and tell me who I am. It's not gonna happen. He can't validate who I am. I'm validated through my family, not through no stranger. So anyway, up there in them hills, them lands is full of gold and a bunch of other things, and they wanted that gold. They was controlled on both sides, the south and north, and all these other little. It didn't matter. Everything at the top was controlled by the same people. They had this little war going on out there, this little bighorn war, whatever the case may be. See, you gotta understand this about war. Especially back then, they set a war at a designated area. The people up top, they set a war. They say, all right, we're going to meet here. This is going to be the war. You know, we fighting over here, everything going like that. Meanwhile, the people that they had that was over at the Black Hills that was actually standing guard because they had people out there that knew what these people was coming for. Okay, so when you go fight the war, you leave that spot. Guess what? While y'all over there killing each other, they sending somebody else around the back way to come get what they really came to get. You know, and that's that whole Django thing. You remember on Django where he went to the dude's ranch to get his wife, but he told them when he got there that he wasn't coming for that. He told them, you know, he was there to like get a slave and, you know, buy a fighter and all that, you know, to make the dude more receptive, to make the dude want to listen to him. And then, you know, Steven took him in the back and Steven said, yeah, he was just coming here to get what he came to get. And that's what war is all about. It's a distraction. You get distracted by the war. Meanwhile, that should throw you off. And while you looking over there, they going to get what they really want to get. That's what this stuff is all about. Just like I said with the dinosaur thing earlier. You looking over here, they got you thinking, yeah, they looking for dinosaurs and they found this type of animal. It's Saurus Rex, and it's 20,000 feet. And they used to eat people and all this other stuff and all that. And they done made books about it and put it in Jurassic Park. They made millions of dollars and people done told their kids about it, and it's all a lie. Meanwhile, they done raped you financially, and they done raped your resources right out your face. While you sitting there bigging up all their history they done made up. It took them 10 minutes to make this stuff up, and you people walking around parading it with dinosaur t-shirts on and acting like a bunch of weirdos, man. It's crazy. It's definitely crazy. Like, we just got to do better, man. Like, you can't trust these people, man. No matter what. These people, they've been lying about everything. And this ain't about no color or none of that. Because at the top, it ain't about color. At the top, it's just a power structure. And they lying to everybody, all right? They lying in Africa. They lying in America. They lying in Asia. They lying everywhere. We ain't the only ones that got a made-up history. Asia got it. Africa got it. Yeah, all of them got it, man. Everybody got it. Europe, too. You know what I mean? Everybody is being mentally abused out here. Some people may feel like, you know, based on perspective, that they got a better opportunity than others. But at the end of the day, remember, the lie goes all the way around. It's a lie. Everybody's being lied to. Everybody getting hit. Now, obviously, on this land, we got our own personal situations we got to deal with. That is what it is. You know, it goes without saying. But I say all that to say, they don't got no picks. They lie to whoever, and if you get in the way, then you get the X. That's just how it go. But stop believing them when they tell you they find these bones and they find in books. They ain't found no books, man. You can believe me. They ain't find nothing. They ain't, and Lucy and all that. Come on, man. What's the chances that they just out here and they just be finding this stuff? People gotta wake up, man. People really gotta wake up. Correct. Exactly. A lot of people want to hold on to that stuff too, you know, because they done built the belief around it. That's a whole nother thing when it comes to these people and their history. They'll say something to you, and people done built like years worth of belief around it, like a religion. And then for somebody to come right behind you, yo, what's up, bro? People will come and you know, it's like a religion. When you come and tell somebody like, yeah, man, this person ain't real or that ain't, you know, you like ripping the soul out of a person. You ever seen somebody's face when they believe in a story that was given to them by a foreigner? They like they want to kill your ass. You know what I mean? Seriously. If you tell them, look, man, I ain't, hey, sis, you know, you look on there, they tell you, look, man, like that ain't real, man, you know. You need to like stay away from that. They people look at you like on some psycho shit, man. Like they attack you, man. Like real stuff, man. These foreigners, they give people information, and people will snap on you, man, to defend something that they didn't create, something they didn't get from their own people. A lot of people throw stories around talking about Columbus and whoever else. I mean, you know, just him for example. I don't even want to get in that because that's the subject I touched before. But just anything. People, when it comes to any of these subjects, people will be so quick to just throw out that history right in on your ass, and they know damn well that somebody gave it to them. It wasn't nothing that they came up with on their own, and their family definitely didn't give it to them. So, but they'll argue you down, and yeah, you know, because back in 1527, this happened and this happened. Nigga, you was born in 1985. You don't know what happened in 1527. You know what I mean? They quick to do that. You know what I mean? Like, you get too many of our people that want to do all that. You know, every time I turn around, it's somebody, yeah, you know, this document say, and 1495. You know, come on, man. You just born 20 years ago, man. You know, you can believe all you want to, but when you start trying to force people on little stuff, and then if they don't believe it, then you get an attitude as if you was there, like you got the goddamn time machine or something like that. You know what I mean? Then you being silly. Especially when the shit was written by foreigners. I mean, that's just what it is. Foreigners wrote it. That's just, you know, like, people got a million books about all these foreigners. Show me that your people writing. Show me them writing it, and show me them writing it in their original language, and then maybe we can talk. If you ain't got that, if you just got some book written by some dude, I don't care how respected he is, because coming from these universities, ain't none of them respected with me. So to me, it don't matter. Like, it don't matter what source, what book, it don't matter. None of that stuff matter to me. When I hear them say, yeah, you know, this dude, he's a well-respected person in languages. Okay. Like, what? What you saying? Like, okay. Whatever. He can be as respected as you want him to be. He ain't respected to me. Like, all of them go to the same universities. All of them getting the same awards. They been, you know, they got the same charters and all that. They go work here, go there. Come on, man. At this point in time, it should be beyond obvious what's really going on. Yeah, exactly. That's true, sis. That's true. You know, so, yeah, all y'all just, man, keep y'all head up, man. And definitely, man, don't waste your time arguing with people, man, about shit that foreigners right, man. Because some people, they just going to hold that, you know what I mean? They going to hold that to the end. It's like they Bible, you know what I mean? Or they Quran or whatever like that. But at the end of the day, we already know that can't none of them prove it. Alito. Yeah, can't none of them prove it. And they ain't never going to be able to prove it. All right, now. Yeah, ain't none of them going to ever be able to prove it. So, just remember, whenever they tell you they're going to look for dinosaurs, that's what they're going to do. They stealing some more out your land. They stealing everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you look at Arizona, they said within Arizona's borders, just the border of Arizona, a little state, 20% of the world's naturally produced resources found right there within the border of Arizona. I'm talking about in the world, man. 20%. Come on now. That, man, please. A fifth. That's a whole fifth of the world's resources right there within the borders of Arizona. And they got you thinking that Africa is, you know, the land of the milk and the honey and the resources. The only reason people think that is because these foreigners keep saying it. If they didn't, you know, publicize that statement, no, people just regurgitate that statement. You know what I mean? People, everybody know Africa, the land of resources. Most of y'all never left the city where y'all from. How you know that? You know what I mean? People kill me with that whole, everybody know that Africa like this. Everybody know that Europe like this. Everybody know that Afghanistan like this. Nigga, you never left your zip code. You don't know, you know what I mean? You don't know nothing. Like, cut it out. So, that's just, you know, that's what it is. And when these foreigners come and say it, then these people just believe it. That's it. So, like I said, I don't want to keep on being rhetorical and saying the same thing over, but I just wanted to pound that into the forefront so people can understand where I'm coming from with it. Like, I don't care what they say. I don't care what the book say. I don't care what the man say. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. I ain't never need their validation before, and I don't need it now. Whoever want to deal with that stuff, they more than welcome to deal with it. That's on them, whatever. You know what I mean? But all I got to tell all y'all is just be careful, man. Keep your eyes open, because we live in a world of tricks, man. We live in a real live matrix for real. And the joke is on whoever is dumb enough to get tricked by these criminals, because that's what they are. They've been criminals ever since they got here. And that's what they're gonna do. This corporation is ran by criminals. I ain't talking about the average person you seen walking down the street or nothing like that. Nah, that ain't nothing. I'm talking about the people that's pulling the strings, man. They been crooks. They wasn't seeking no asylum. They wasn't doing none of that. They was goons, corporate goons, and they still corporate goons, and it's still going down. So, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, I hope this, you know what I'm saying, for you know, at least even for one or two people, if you know, if it hit home and it help you, I'm glad I can help or whatever like that. Y'all be safe. Take it easy.